I'm looking for a man in finance, specifically this one right here. His name is Brendan. He's in his late 20s. He's roughly 6'2". He lives in Manhattan, New York, and he does something in finance. And I know that one of you on this app knows who he is. So do me a favor, do the Lord's work. Unite a husband and wife. And Brendan, if you're watching this, hi.
Is it cheating if you're in a relationship and someone else buys you gifts while you're in a relationship?
No.
Would you accept the gifts?
Absolutely.
If you had a man, is it okay if a girl buys him gifts?
You know what? It's not okay because it's misleading.
So would you accept the gifts or no?
Yeah, they're free.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a fishing for love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups, specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd. So let's talk about why men are not RSVPing and attending these singles meet and greets. So I read something that said that men are just more spontaneous, they just want to show up, but I don't think that's true because men have no problem buying their season tickets to a football game a year in advance, being on time for their fantasy football event, being at a 7 a.m. golf tee time. So the issue must be that they're just not interested in attending these singles meet and greets. I also read that men don't really like the pressure of meeting a woman in a formal dating experience, and they prefer meeting a woman naturally, like at a bar or a concert. But like, don't we all? Now remember, I chose an event that men love doing, and I get men here every day at my farm fishing. I chose a fishing event because as an event planner, I know that I have to always have something for men to be doing. Men don't enjoy just standing around talking like women do. So that's why I chose fishing as the predominant activity. And yet they still didn't want to come. So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events. Because all I hear is them on social media talking about how lonely they are and how they all want to meet a woman and how much they hate the apps. So what do you think?
It's a shame, because when a man and a woman are in love, and both are in their respective gender roles, it's truly a thing of beauty. If I as a man can have a pet for a companion, know my way around the kitchen, can hire a maid to clean after me, and even though I'm personally against it, hire a woman to take care of my base needs, what's the point of being in a stable relationship? All this, compounded with the fact that I must adhere to my gender role as a man, but a woman gets to nitpick as to when she's in a feminine. It is truly a raw deal. Ladies, the way we men are so easy to please, you'd think there's an underlying agenda. But it's simple really. We go where we're loved and appreciated. And most men won't vocalize it, but most of them are checking out because all our attention and validation and resources can be better spent elsewhere.
How challenging is dating at 24 as a single mom?
It's not a lot of good men out there, so it's challenging. It's hard to find decent men.
Well, do you think it's easy for a man to meet you and then accept the fact that you already have a child?
Yeah, the right man will. And if you got a problem, then you ain't the man for me.
Now, how much do you expect that man to be bringing? Does he need to be established, or can he still be working on it?
And you fulfill my needs. It don't matter how much he's bringing as long as he fulfills certain needs, that's all.
So he could be making $60K as a manager?
What he's making, it's none of my business. Whatever, as long as you bring what you need to bring to the table, you got to get done what you got to get done. I don't care what you're making.
Now, how soon would you want this man to meet your child?
Not soon. It would take a while.
And how old is your son?
2.5.
When it comes on to co-parenting, is this something that you still do, or?
That's complicated. That's a long story.
You have to be safe out there because I had to call my husband immediately when I found out men can still see me. That means my ring is not big enough to blind them with the sparkle. So when I called him and I was like, oh my goodness, did you know men can still see me? Like, my ring is not big enough. We need to get myself a bigger ring to blind the men so they can't see me. He hung up because he probably got on the phone right away with the jeweler and he's ordering my bigger ring right away. So I don't know if any of you girls are having the same problem, but just be careful because I think men can still see us.
Men used to go to war. Men used to go to war and kill people. They used to be hunter-gatherers. Now they gather their little pearl necklaces and Van Cleef bracelets and shove women out of their way to be in a DJ booth and be the center of attention.